Hi there, and welcome to the very first video feature of the What to See section of this month's edition of Rodent Weekly. I'm your host, Daniel Rikas, author of When Squirrels Fly, as well as CEO of Out of Three Productions. This month's feature is Toronto, in our journey across Canada and our 150 celebrations. Toronto, the Big Smoke, otherwise known as the center of the universe. One of my oldest childhood memories is of this big city. Yes, I've also lived in TO. Although Toronto is not our capital, it is the largest city in Canada, and it is the most known metropolis to the outside world. In ancient languages, the word for city means excitement, and Toronto does not fail to live up to this idea. When we think of Toronto, we think of the CN Tower in Yonge Street, not to mention the home of the Maple Leafs and the Toronto Blue Jays. I was able to return to Toronto a few years ago and walk the streets of this concrete jungle, re-experiencing my childhood memories. Toronto is one of the most ethnically diverse places in Canada, which translates to a smorg of ethnic cuisines and cultural events. If you have a particular dish in mind, it will not take you long to find an establishment to sample some, if not all, that your taste buds crave. The obvious go-to tourist attraction is the CN Tower, where you will have the opportunity to see the entire city and some from this once the tallest freestanding structure in the world. It's the one thing that you can't visit Toronto and not do. Also, a quick jaunt over to Niagara Falls is a must. About an hour and a half to 2 hours outside the city, you can drive, take a bus or train, or go all out and book a tour bus that leaves from the downtown area. If you are on a budget and want a very basic ride into the Niagara Falls area, a Greyhound bus will only set you back about $17 to $21 per person each way, depending on the day. However, if you are looking for a full package deal, prices range from $130 for adults to $99 for children, that's ages 4 to 12, and children 3 and under are free. Some tours include a meal, but you will have to add an average of $25 per person to the price. Boat tours can be pricey as well, costing over $100 per person, but if this is the point of your trip to experience the falls, then it's worth budgeting for. While you are out in the Niagara area, you will also have to check out the African Lion Safari, which is a drive-through experience. Visit ferocious lions in the wild as well as other exotic African animals as they maul around in this Canadian version of their natural habitat. In addition to the lions, the park also features monkeys, elephants, and other African wildlife. Just don't attempt to feed them. The consequences could be unfortunate. I suggest visiting during the summer months when they are actually open. Otherwise, they frown upon that as well. Back in the city, the main attraction is the Royal Ontario Museum, otherwise known as the ROM. Like most metropolitan museums, the ROM features amazing exhibits that showcase local historical information, as well as other educational themes from around the world. Finally, it is said that you cannot visit Toronto without plopping into Ripley's Aquarium. Basically, it's a big fish tank with lots of fish, but they boast to have the most amazing exhibits this side of the Rockies. Therefore, if you are looking for one more thing to do with the kids while visiting the Metro Toronto area, check it out. Well, this has been our very first video feature of the What to See section of Rodent Weekly. I hope that you enjoyed this information in this format. And come back next month as we have a look at the nation's capital, Ottawa. Happy 150 Canada, and thanks for watching.